We learn why Yoda, who was the Grand Master of the Jedi Order and normally didn't take his own Padawan, chose to personally train initiate Dooku, and that Dooku originally wanted to be trained by another Jedi Master. Prior to Yoda, Dooku had his eyes set on a Jedi Master named Lyn Kostana, a Altiri female who served the Jedi prior to the events of Episode 1. Dooku wanted to be trained by her because of her expertise in Sith artifacts. Dooku was fascinated with them and even snuck into the Jedi archives one night with Sifo-Dyas to look at some. The whole part in the audiobook gave me a very Harry Potter vibe, and it was something that was definitely fun to listen to. Master Kostana shared Dooku's obsession, and she went around the galaxy locating and analyzing Sith and Darkside artifacts so that the Jedi could prepare for the inevitable return of the Sith. She believed that the Sith would return sooner and the Jedi needed to be ready, a view that the rest of the Jedi didn't share, especially Grandmaster Yoda and the rest of the Jedi Council. Now, Yoda believed that finding relics was unnecessary and could potentially lead to the dark side. He especially disagreed with Master Kostana that younglings and Padawans needed to be prepared for a potential return of the Sith. He believed that they wouldn't come back. Her fascination with these artifacts was so strong that Dooku even accused her to be a secret Sith when he was still a youngling, a claim that he later learned to be incorrect, but also strengthened his desire to be trained by her. If a Jedi can learn from the dark side and resists its call like she was doing, he wanted to learn it too. So when it came time for the Masters to choose their apprentice, Dooku was ready. At this time of the Jedi Order, younglings paired off to have a lightsaber duel with each other in front of the Masters, and the Masters would be guided by the Force in selecting the Padawan that they wanted to train. Dooku wanted to impress Master Kostana, so he fought and defeated his friend Sifo-Dyas with one hand behind his back and blindfolded. To his surprise, though, Master Kostana selected Sifo-Dyas as her apprentice. How could she do this? It was outrageous, it was unfair, and he knew that she felt a connection with him over the quest for Sith artifacts, but she still chose another. His anger was tempered, though, when Yoda surprisingly chose him as a Padawan. While it wasn't against the Jedi Code for members of the Jedi Council to take Padawans of their own, it was rarely ever done, except in emergencies, because the nature of their work would separate master and apprentice, often, and would be unfair to both. However, Dooku would indeed become Yoda's first Padawan in quite some time. When his training with Yoda begins, Dooku finds Yoda meditating in the courtyard. Dooku tries to get his attention, but Yoda doesn't respond. Dooku figures he doesn't want his meditation disturbed, so he leaves and comes back the next day to find Yoda still meditating and still ignoring him. Dooku comes back day after day and is ignored for an entire month, his anger rising and rising each day until he pulls out trees from their roots to get Yoda's attention. Yoda finally opens his eyes and simply asks Dooku if Dooku is ready to begin his training.